And what's the motherfucking deal? YouTube, this your boy Coach Dante in the building. Would you guys please hit that like, that comment, that subscribe on the video? I really appreciate you guys so much for tuning in to the channel. I really appreciate you guys for always tuning in to the live streams. Appreciate you guys tuning in to the live stream earlier when I did a very good game. Blue Jays and White Sox earlier today. I really appreciate you guys that came out and showed the love and the support on the video as well. We also got another live stream today. We got the WNBA, the Dallas Wings versus the Atlanta Dream. So y'all been doing a really good job on these streams lately, supporting me. I'm really doing good. Thank you guys so much. But we got some NBA draft talk coming up with involvement in my Houston Rockets. Like I say, shout out to my boy Max, who's a Rockets fan. Shout out to Doug. Shout out to Max, who hit 400 subscribers. Shout out to Doug, who hit 100, man. Thank you guys so much for the love and the support. But like I say, the Houston Rockets are expected to draft Pablo Banchebro, the 6'10 guard, to the 6'10 power forward out of Duke, 6'10, 250 pounds. If he is there at number 3. Now, I said it when the draft lottery came, the Rockets are in a perfect spot. But it's only one thing in the way. The OKC Thunder. Will the OKC Thunder take Pablo Banchebro? I haven't heard nothing about OKC working out Pablo Banchebro. I haven't heard nothing about that. I know they worked out Jabari Smith and Chet Holmgren, but I haven't heard nothing about Pablo Banchebro working out with the OKC Thunder. I know Pablo Banchebro worked out with the Houston Rockets. Raphael Stone, them really loved Pablo Banchebro. I think they're 1,000% sold on Pablo Banchebro. That was also rumors that the Rockets will move up to number 1. Is trying to move up one spot over the OKC Thunder, or move up one spot to take Pablo Banchebro, so they won't feel that the Thunder is no threat to take him. But let's go with this, guys. Let me know in the comment section as well. If knowing that the Rockets want Pablo Banchebro, they completely sold on Pablo Banchebro. I know the Rockets worked out Tyree Eason, but he's going to, like I say, that's going in the later rounds. The Rockets can possibly pick him at 17. But if the OKC Thunder take Pablo Banchebro, and do you take Chet Holmgren? If Chet Holmgren not off the board, if he's still on the board, would you guys consider taking him? What would the Rockets do with that 3rd overall pick? Do they trade back to get another player and to get more picks if OKC takes Pablo Banchebro, it will be shocking? Or do you think this is smoke screen by the OKC Thunder? Because I haven't heard really nothing about OKC Thunder, working out with Pablo Banchebro, giving him a workout. But I know the Rockets, he was in the building when Christian Wood was traded. Now KJ Martin wants out of Houston because, he wants to know what his role is on the team. And he's saying he went to Raphael Stone and management and said, what my role is going to be. So I guess agent KJ Martin in the organization, out of mutual respect, don't see eye to eye. I just don't think they think KJ Martin is a part of his future. Plus, you got with the number 3 spot with possibly Pablo Banchebro coming in. He's going to start right away. Then you got Garuba, who came in, played good minutes last year on the defensive side. He needs more minutes. You got Daishen Nix, needs more minutes. You got Josh Christopher, definitely is going to get the minutes he deserved. Again, I just want to know if this is a smoke screen by OKC. But the Rockets, and shout out to Hoop Central who put this post out there. The Rockets are considered taking in Chet Holmgren. I'm not Chet Holmgren, but Pablo Banchebro if he's there. So basically they're saying they're going to take Pablo if he's at number 3. They're going to take Pablo if he's at number 3. But if OKC decides to take him, now I've seen teams that when players ask, I don't want to go here, I don't want to go there, then the team dropped them anyway. Go back to Charles Barkley when he was eating himself to death because he didn't want to go to Philly. Philly drafted him anyway, and he ended up playing and becoming a beast for Philly. I didn't see that happen before, but again, it all depends on OKC if they're gonna take Chet Holmgren. If they do take Pablo, what do the Rockets do? Do they really take Chet Holmgren, dude that you drafted a center last year in Alperam Şengün, that you might draft one later in the round? Later is 17 or 26. What do the Rockets actually do? Do the Rockets trade back? Do the Rockets trade back? I think it's a possibility if Chet Holmgren is still on the board, if Pablo is taken off the board, it's a possibility the Rockets could trade back in the draft to get something better in the draft. Not to get something better, but get another pick, and also pick up another front court guy, power forward. But that's the news of the day, man. Comment, like, and subscribe on this video. What do you guys think? The Houston Rockets are expected to take Pablo Banchebro with the 3rd overall pick if he's available. Basically saying Pablo is our guy. If he's sitting there at number 3, we're taking him off the board. We're definitely taking him. And he had just recently worked out with us, worked out for the Houston Rockets. Prior to Christian Wood getting traded, I mean, they was in the same facility when he was working out, and the Rockets were working on a deal to send Christian Wood to Dallas. And that shows you how much the Rockets like Pablo Banchebro as well, that he can also be the guy. But OKC, maybe smoke screen that that's something that we don't know about what OKC got up their sleeve. But we'll see at the end of the day on Thursday night where this all stands. You should really hear something Wednesday who Orlando basically is going to go with the number 1 overall pick, because you know the picks always come out. The organization always tell you either the day before the draft or either like when the draft comes up or the day during the draft who they're really going to pick. It came out last year, the Wednesday, that the Detroit Pistons were going to take Cade Cunningham. That came out on Wednesday. So that's how you knew who they were going to take. And then the Rockets plus was at that number 2 pick. The Rockets, you knew who the Rockets were taking. Jalen Green right after that. You knew who they were taking, Jalen Green right after that. There was no clear-cut indication that the Rockets wanted Jalen Green and they got Jalen Green. But we're going to see, man. And if I had to pick who will probably, still be on the board out of Banchebro or the number 2 spot, the number 1 spot out of Jabari Smith and Chet Holmgren, I think Chet Holmgren would be the main one to fall. But how far would he fall? And if Pablo is off the board, what do the Rockets do? Do they take Chet Holmgren? Because right now, the Rockets, they trade Christian Wood. Alperam Şengün right now is our starting center. And we're going to see what's going to happen on draft night, man. So comment, like, and subscribe. What do you guys thought on this video, man? I'm coming with a mock draft later today. The final mock draft later today of the first round. So we'll find out where we all stand. But thank you guys so much. Comment, like, and subscribe. I'm out of here, Coach. Thank you guys.